What's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of the C's Monroe Show. I'm your host, and today we're here to talk about Madam Webb and Bob Marley, One Love. So being that we're talking about two films today, I want to get straight to the point. Madam Web was one of those films that I feel like I understand what they were trying to do with it because I am a comic book fan. And honestly, if you're going to see this and you're not into comic books and you're really just going to watch a movie that you're going to understand down the line type deal, this is not the movie for you. Honestly, it's not there. The action sequences aren't enough to keep you entangled into this film. It's like 5 minutes worth of action versus an hour and 40 minutes worth of dialogue. It's not very well balanced. With that being said, again, I thought it was interesting that the movie supposedly takes place before there's a Peter Parker in the MCU, or in Marvel, I should say. And again, for that, it made it interesting to me. But other than that, I just feel like the movie fell flat. And I get where the reviews came from. It was a terrible movie. It still probably isn't the worst movie I've seen from the MCU. That has to go to New Mutants. Just my thought. But other than that, all in all, I give that movie a 3 out of 10. It was watchable, but I would not go back to it at all. Like, you probably couldn't pay me to watch it again, honestly. Now let's go on to something bigger and better, literally. Bob Marley, One Love was one of those films. It wasn't a biographical film where it's explaining his whole life story. It's bringing him from one point in his life and pretty much telling the story from then. And I feel like that was a great way to do this film because honestly, I was worried. I thought it was going to be terrible. Reason being, it had an hour and 45-minute runtime. And I'm like, this is a biographical film. Like, how are we going to tell his story in an hour and 45 minutes? This is Bob Marley we're talking about here. But they did a phenomenal job with it. They let us know things that we didn't know. And I feel like that's very key to these biographical films. Going back to Chadwick Boseman's Get On Up, which is the James Brown film, I feel like the reason why that film fell flat is because all that stuff that was in the film we knew already. It was like you should have gave us something a little more. With this film, we didn't know too much about what was going on in Jamaica at the time. We didn't know that he was fighting to perform in Africa. Those type of things, like the money management thing where the manager is stealing money, that's normal in every music biographical film I've ever watched. So you pretty much know that that's coming. But all in all, I give this movie an 8 out of 10. It was phenomenal, start to finish. Ben Ben-Adir, I felt like at first it was hard to imagine him in this role, but I think he did a great job. Kudos to him. The one that played his wife, the lady that played his wife, her last name is Lynch. I think it's Latasha Lynch, something like that. Natasha Lynch or something like that. But she's, like I said, she's one of my top actresses. Again, it's just she needs a role like this to bring out her her top level actress style. She did a phenomenal job in this, and again, all in all, go check this out. One Love was definitely one of those films that you would love to go see at the theater. Madam Web, not so much, all right? Tell me what you think, guys. Are you guys going to go check it out this week? Go ahead and leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.